Good everyone, once again I welcome you all to my YouTube channel. I remain Gido Academy. This is another edition of redox reaction, how to balance redox reaction. But for this particular video, we are going to balance in a basic solution. Remember, our first video we talked about balancing on acidic solution, but for this very one we'll be working with basic solution. But there is something I want us to know before we start. In this reaction here, which of them is acidic? Please take note, both of them are redox reaction and both of them are balanced redox reaction. So the question is, a question might come in this format to your exam. Which of them is acidic and which of them is basic? Now, remember, whenever you see a protonated hydrogen, which is hydrogen plus, your mind will always go to what? To acid. And whenever you see hydroxy, your mind will always go to what? To base. So look at them closely again. Which of them is acidic and which of them is basic? So let's trace it. We have water, NO3, zinc, NO2, hydroxide. So this particular one that have hydroxide is in a basic what? Solution. So let's trace this. Iron, dichromate, hydrogen plus. So as long as you are seeing a hydrogen plus here, please take note, this is what? An acidic what? Solution. So this first reaction here was balanced in a basic solution, while the second reaction is balanced in acidic what? Solution. The difference between basic solution and acidic solution is very, very simple. Hydrogen plus for acidic, while OH minus for what? For basic. Okay, welcome back. Now, if you look at this equation very well, they said balance the equation in the basic solution. Basic, using the half reaction method, zinc plus this, so give us zinc 2 plus this. There are 6 steps in balancing basic solution. Basic solution is actually more of acidic solution with a step ahead, a step higher. The only thing they did in basic solution is that the hydrogen ion in acidic solution is replaced by hydroxy or hydroxide. So when the hydrogen ion is replaced by the hydroxide, is already a basic solution. So the first step we have here is to determine the oxidation number. The second step, write how they have reaction for redox. That's to say for the reduction and the oxidation. Then balance the atom. And remember, if you want to balance water, if you want to balance oxygen, you add water. And if you want to balance hydrogen, don't go and add hydroxide, please also add hydrogen plus. At the end of the whole reaction, that's when you now get rid of the protonated hydrogen. But as you proceed, please also leave the what? The hydrogen plus. Then balance the charge by adding what? Electron. Then after adding that, you are expected to eliminate the electron, combine the two reactions. Then last step, after combining the two reactions, this is acidic. Then the last step, you have to remove the hydrogen plus and replace it with what? OH. So if you can get rid of the hydrogen plus in the reaction and then replace it with OH, that is a balanced basic solution for redox reaction. Remember, the first step is for you to determine the oxidation number. Now, the oxidation number of zinc in this reaction is 0. Here is -1. Here is 2 plus, and here is what? 0. Like what I said earlier, the oxidation number of every element in the periodic table, isolated element, neutral element, is 0. So probably when they give out electron or when they accept electron, it will now be +1 or -1. Just as this one, after giving out 2 electrons, is now showing +2. But for radicals, if you have something like NO3 minus, the oxidation number of this radical is -1. If you have CO3 2 minus, the oxidation number of this radical is what? Is 2 minus or -2. If you have NH4 plus, the oxidation number of this compound is what? Is +1. So please take note of this. So if you look at this whole reaction closely, there are some things you are expected to know, which is the writing out of half reaction. Which part of this reaction is reducing and which part of this reaction is oxidizing. So let's trace. You have to trace zinc to zinc, then nitrogen to what? To nitrogen. So from this to this, first of all, from this 0 to 2 plus, is he gaining electron or losing electron? Please take note. If zinc move from 0 to 2 plus, that means he releases 2 electrons. That's loss of 2 electrons. And loss of electron talks about what? Oxidation. Why this one that gains electron is called what? Reduction. Like what I said in my previous video, If one of them is oxidation, the other one will definitely be what? Be reduction. Another thing again, how many oxygen do you have here? You have 3 oxygen here. How many oxygen do you have here? You have 2 oxygen here. That's to say removal of 1 oxygen. And if 1 oxygen is removed, the removal of oxygen at all from every chemical compound is called what? Reduction. And if here is reduction, here will definitely be what? Oxidation. That's why we call it redox. Reduction, oxidation, reaction. So let's write the half-life of this reaction, the half reaction for this chemical equation. So we have NO3 minus to give us NO2. Then you have zinc to give us what? Zinc 2 plus. Remember, for this first one is reduction, while for the second one is what? Is oxidation. So let's balance the reduction first. So we have NO3 minus to give us what? NO2. So in balance the reduction, the first step you have to take is write out, we have done the step 1, we have done the step 2. So let's balance the atom. So how many nitrogen do we have here? We have 1 nitrogen. How many nitrogen here is 1? Then how many oxygen do we have here? We have 3 oxygen here and we have 2 oxygen here. So in a situation like this, what you are expected to do is oxygen is not balanced, and if oxygen is not balanced, you are expected to add water to balance oxygen. And if hydrogen is not balanced, you are expected to add hydrogen plus to balance what? The hydrogen. So we have NO3 minus to give us NO2 plus what? Plus water. So let's check. Nitrogen is 1. Nitrogen here is what? Is 1. Oxygen, if you confirm oxygen here is 3. Then 2 plus 1 oxygen is going to give us what? 3. Then there's another element here which is 2. So hydrogen is 2, but hydrogen here is, hydrogen here is what? Is 0, but hydrogen here is what? Is 2. So that's to say the chemical atom are not yet balanced. So what you do, you have NO3 minus to give us NO2 plus what? H2O. So in balancing hydrogen, like what I said earlier, you are expected to add hydrogen plus to balance hydrogen. So you add the hydrogen plus to this side. And how many hydrogen plus are you going to add? Remember, here is 2, so you bring 2 hydrogen plus here. So let's look at it. Nitrogen is 1. Nitrogen here is 1. Oxygen here is 3. Oxygen here 2 plus 1 will give us 3. Then hydrogen here is 2. Then hydrogen here is as well what? Is 2. That is to say, the atom in this chemical equation is what? Is balanced. So let me write out the complete chemical equation for the reaction. So this is a balanced atom for this reaction. Remember, this is not the balanced chemical equation. We just balance the atom. Then the next step is for us to balance the electron. So what is the oxidation number of this hydrogen here? Hydrogen is 1. How many hydrogen is present? Is 2. So here will be 2 plus, here is minus 1. Here is 0. Here is also what? 0. Remember, oxidation number of every compound, neutral compound, is 0. While radical will give us the radical number. While element will give us the ionic number. So 2 minus 1 is going to give us going to give us plus 1. Why this is going to give us what? 0. The reaction is not balanced. So what you are expected to do is, this whole reaction here has lost 1 electron. So this 1 electron that was given out, you have to add this 1 electron to balance the whole equation. So you have electron, which is 1 electron, plus 2H plus NO3 minus to give us NO2 plus what? H2O. So this is the balanced chemical equation for the reduction reaction. So let's balance the one for oxidation. So for oxidation, we have zinc to give us zinc 2 plus. Then let's check, is the atom balanced? How many zinc do you have here? 1. How many zinc do you have here? 1. So the atom for zinc is what? Is very much balanced. So let's check for the electron. How many electron do you have here? Oxidation number here is 0. Oxidation number here is what? Plus 2. So it's not balanced. So for you to balance it, I'll have zinc to give us zinc 2 plus how many electron? 2 electron. So this is a balanced chemical equation for the reaction. Like what I said earlier, we have 2 electrons. If you want to combine these 2 reactions together, it will be wrong for you to be using 2 electrons in balancing this reaction. So what we are expected to do, let's eliminate the 2 electrons. How many electrons do you have here? Is 1. How many electrons do you have here? Is 2. So I'm going to multiply this reaction by 2 to give me something that I can use to cancel out these 2 electrons. So if I put 2 here, you are going to have 2 electron, then this 2 is going to change to 4 hydrogen plus, then here is going to change to plus 2, here is going to be 2, and here will be what? Will be 2. So from there we can now say this 2 electron has the ability to cancel this 2 electron. Then we are left with 4 hydrogen plus 2NO3 minus plus we now have the zinc. This is just for the reactant only. Then let's write for the product. Then we have 2NO2 plus 2H2O plus zinc 2 plus. So this is a balanced chemical reaction for this equation. But assuming the equation was given to us to balance this in acidic solution, they would have stopped here because we have gotten H plus already. Hydrogen ion has the only positive ion in this equation. So this is already in acidic solution. But we are not balancing acidic solution, we are balancing in basic solution. So what we are expected to do is to get rid of the hydrogen plus and replace it with what? With hydroxide ion. So as long as there is a hydrogen ion here, remember, like what I said earlier, this is already an acidic solution. So for you to remove this hydrogen ion, what you have to do is that you are expected to add hydroxy ion to remove this hydrogen ion or to neutralize the power of hydrogen here. And remember, when hydrogen ion reacts with hydroxy ion, the product will always be water. Let me show you something quickly. So if you have, let's say, 4 hydrogen plus 2NO3 minus plus zinc, and that gave us 2NO2 plus 2H2O plus zinc as well, zinc 2 plus. Now in this reaction, we have hydroxy here. How many mole of acid do you have? How many mole of acid do you have here? Is 4. So I'm going to add 4 mole of base to both sides. So here will be what? Plus OH minus, 4 OH minus. So what I did here, I added 4 OH to neutralize the power of this acid. Remember, let me show you something quickly. If you have something like hydrogen plus OH, the answer will be what? H2O. So if you have 2 hydrogen plus 2 OH minus, the answer will give us what? 2H2O. So therefore, if you have 4 hydrogen minus plus 4 hydrogen plus, the answer will give us what? 4H2O. If you have 10 hydrogen plus 10 hydrogen plus, it's going to give us what? 10H2O. So because of that, this already will give us 4 molecule of what? H2O plus this already will give us 2NO3 minus. This will give us zinc. Then here will give us, okay, 4 hydroxy minus plus 2NO2 plus 2H2O plus zinc 2 plus. Now, if you look at this closely, we have 4 mole of water here. We have 2 mole of water here. This 2 mole of water can cancel this whole reaction to give us 2 mole of water, whereby this water will be eliminated. I repeat, here is 2 mole of water and this place is 4 mole of water. If we remove 2 mole of water from 4 mole of water, what will be remaining? So here will be 2 mole, while this whole reaction here will be what? Will be eliminated. So therefore, the balance reaction will be 2 molecule of water reacting with this to give us 4 hydroxy, this plus this. Now, what you should take note of in this whole reaction is that as long as this hydroxy is present, it is what? It is basic. So let's check if truly our reaction is balanced. How many hydrogen do you have here? Is 4. How many hydrogen do you have here? Is 4. How many nitrogen? Is 2. How many nitrogen is 2? Let's check for oxygen. How many oxygen? Here is 2. Here is 6. So 2 plus 6 will give us 8. So let's check here. Here is 4. Here is 4. 4 plus 4 will also give us what? 8. Zinc here is 1. Zinc here is 1. So the atom is very, very balanced. So let's check for the electron. So for the electron, here will give us 0. Here will give us -1. And here will give us 0. So let's check for this. Sorry. Here will give us -2 because of this 2 here. So give us -2. So let's check for this. This is hydrogen and here is minus. So here will give us -4. And here will give us +2. So -4 plus 2 will definitely give us what? -2. So therefore, the reactant 0 minus 2, 0 will give us minus 2, and the product give us what? Minus 2. So the atom is very, very much balanced, and the electron for the reactant and the product is very, very much balanced. I want to give you one equation quickly. Please solve and drop in the comment section. So please, I want every one of us to solve this. When this is very, very simple, very, very simple, you don't even need to waste at most 3 minutes should be enough for you to solve this. Please, you are expected to solve in basic solution. If you solve this reaction in basic solution, in acidic solution rather, you are going to get this. So first of all, solve in acidic solution. If you are going to get this same answer, remember I said this is an acidic solution because of this H plus. So if you solve an acidic solution, you are going to get this same answer. Then what you have to do, remove this hydrogen ion and add what? OH, which you have to neutralize this to form water. Then confirm if it will give you the correct answer. After solving, please feel free to drop the comments, your answer in my comment section, and don't forget, always confirm if the atom is balanced, if the electron is balanced as well. Remember, the first step, determine the oxidation number, write out the half reaction for the redox, balance the atom. If hydrogen is not balanced, you have to add what? Hydrogen ion, and if oxygen is not balanced, you have to add what? Water. Then balance the charge by adding of electron, then combine the two reactions together. Make sure you will remove the number of electrons there by multiplying. Then lastly, get rid of the hydrogen ion and replace it with what? With hydroxy, if you are balancing in basic. But if you are not balancing in basic, you don't need to follow the step 6. Thanks for watching. Stay blessed. See you in the next episode.